careful, cautious, and considerate. Take care. I realized from yesterday that I think many times we are opposed by bigger concerns than what we really care to talk about, because it's not really topic popular, but more tangent specific. You ever start the morning and wish that you had laid down 1 hour later? Yep. You ever come to the end of the day and replay and think that maybe I should have done this differently? I should have done that a little bit better. I could have changed the way I said it, or the way I worded it, the way I addressed it. I think many people struggle with the concept of character in their mind before you ever come to address that you have a concern with a man. And it doesn't matter if you are male or female. I think many people find themselves with President Trump syndrome, where you can say one thing in private, but then when you're opposed by the question of just what you said in public, you switch up. Today I'm talking to somebody and telling you that the enemy tried to destroy you by the words that he allowed you to speak about you. But I need you to do like everybody in the White House and switch up. I need you to be a Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell on today. I need you to say what the enemy wants you to say in private, but then in public you declare out loud of your mouth, I still will win. Think of the Twin Towers on today. Remember last month was the anniversary of what was an attack that crippled our nation, but it did not confirm the death, that did not even concern you. There were people who heard the crash, but were not involved in it. And you gotta know on today that the enemy is only making noise from behind you, but it don't concern you. I don't want you to be concerned about the hitting. I don't want you to be concerned about the burning. I don't want you to be concerned about the screaming nor the falling, because God has preserved you to stand tall, to not break down, to not burn up, and not be destroyed. And I know that you are able to do anything because you go in God's name. As I close, I just want to remind you that COVID is conventional, but you are placed here. You will last through the season of where it stops at. For somebody in the back, let me speak up for them. I'm telling you, the enemy tried to shut your mouth and tie your hands. He tried to tell you your faith was too hard, tell you that your voice was too big. He told you that your belief in God was too serious and it ain't take hold at. But for some shouter on the side, behind the passenger seat, I need to tell you that God has ordained for you to come here. That's why you're driving in style to arrive here the way that you do. Never give an apology for what God has provided you. And if you have not seen it, don't think of one for when God arrives you. That you are not only received, but you are delivered on today. I gotta tell you, like the mailman puts on the box before it comes to the house. Everything that is inside of me is the contents that God has put in me. Be careful. Be careful with me. I want you to be careful with me because I'm a gift that just can't be handled. I'm fragile. Be careful with me. I need you to put tape on the outside of you and protect your heart. That's what the Bible says. It says he wants you to, above all, guard it, because everything that flows from it speaks life around it. You got to begin to be a gift to yourself. You got to begin to understand that the post is just on you. Everybody can't handle it. They can't afford it, and everybody don't have the capacity to take care of it. When they lift you to deliver you, know that you're going to go on a ride. And I'm not saying to you on the day that it will not have its bumps. I'm not saying on the day you will not face potholes. I'm not even saying on today that you will be in the hands of everybody who cares enough to handle you with care, but you're in the hands of somebody who's qualified. And for anybody who doubted it today, know that God was qualifying you before they ever could doubt you. You're qualified. You're qualified to come here and to be confirmed in it before they ever doubt you to it, that you were already called enough, assigned enough, that you were already big enough when you were small, that you were already ordained and destined not to die, but to be delivered. So I got to tell you to tell all your enemies, tell all your haters, tell all the naysayers, and for the very least, tell you and the enemy that's behind you, be careful. Be careful with me. That's it.